This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. So Minnesota's offense will take the first swing of the game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Finding an escape route. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
There's so many of these read plays with quarterbacks because they're so smart and they're so athletic now. He makes the correct read, the correct decision, goes and gets the first down, new set of downs. Great job by the quarterback.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Under fire. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Glenn. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. From the gun. Caught behind the line, it's Glenn. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
What a great play by that quarterback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's one of those quick passes like that, nice job by the quarterback.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. Trying to power it in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So USC's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David?
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Tight end now in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a pass.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make it.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Offense changing the play. Motion from the back. Toss sweep to the right. He'll push his way out to the 30. A pickup of 3.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes. Knowing your end zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Fox. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written on.
There he goes. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Let's go. Wide receiver going in motion. On the run, it's Wormley. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Trying to set up the screen. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll go to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to pull his way in. Big fella's not going to make it to the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They'll run the sneak for it. The sneak scores it.
Make no mistake about it. Bring in the beef, right? Bring in all the extra offensive linemen, the tight end. You know what we're going to do. We're going to line up, and we are going to smash 4th and goal situation. They are successful playing a little bully ball with the big boys up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Fox. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Here's a tight field, tight game here late in the first half. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And the Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. Try to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles.
The Golden Gophers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half.
Turning it on! And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You're down, obviously, at the half you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Hands it off. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Snagged in the middle. It's Jordan. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this group, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Fox. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. Didn't on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Just gets it to the 28, pick up of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Might be calling a hot route. Takes the handoff. It's Wormley. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give the credit.
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Here's the handoff. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. It'll be a run on third and short. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face. Oh, they blocked the kick. He picks it up.
And what a great big-time effort. Not taking a play off, getting in there, penetrating the field goal unit. How big is that for the school? Now this game remains a one-possession game. Now your offense has a chance to go get you right back in this ball game.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
To the air, it's Fox. Catch in the middle, it's Fowler. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Tight end now in motion. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, if that last incompletion's any indicator, it's going to be hard to convert this fourth and short coming up. You're trailing late in the game. You've got to come up with a big completion, but where are you going to go? Where's your best matchup here on this next critical down?
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
And listen to the crowd. They're going absolutely nuts. If they get the extra point, they tie this thing. In all likelihood, it's going to overtime, and they've got the home field crowd behind them. What a huge advantage in this moment.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
And remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. To throw, it's Fox. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Zings it complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They ran this route so many times together.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football and showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I gotta take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
3rd down, and they need to be smart here so they don't make it a more difficult field goal attempt. He got it! He got it! And walk-off touchdown in overtime!
It's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest. He'll cross that goal line. He'll take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth.